This is Brian Meese, lighting video 3. Hey guys, welcome back to our training series on lighting. Today we're going to talk about how to control all of our fixtures individually. So as we covered before, the fixture chooser is the third screen, and it's where we're going to be spending the bulk of our time. In here you can see every fixture that we have programmed into our universes. In order to select a fixture, you can select a single fixture individually by clicking on it, and then deselect it by clicking anywhere in the gray area. In order to select groups of fixtures, there are a few different options you can go. You can click and drag and select as many as you want in that area. You can click each individual fixture that you want to select, and it will automatically add it to the group that you've selected. In addition, you see all these pentagons around which control groups of fixtures, which are programmed automatically by Vista when we patched everything into our universe. In order to select the group, you just click on the pentagon and it automatically selects everything. Now, in order to manipulate all of our fixtures, we first select them. And there are two ways we can do this. There is a panel to the right of the screen, which shows all of our attributes we can manipulate, or we can use the programming panel on the console itself. Across the top, you can see that there are various attributes you can control: intensity, position, color, beam, gobo, and a custom setting if your fixtures are equipped with more features. Most often we use the console for controlling intensity and position for our moving head fixtures. Currently our moving heads on the stage are turned all the way on and they're pointed a little forward. So we can use the intensity rotary encoder to control the level that the fixture is outputting and turn it all the way down. You can also use these two buttons for full, which will turn it all the way on. Home will turn it all the way off. So we'll leave that full for now. Also here there are pan and tilt controls. Tilt moves the lights up and down, pan turns them side to side. So if we move the tilt rotary encoder, you can see them move up, pull them back, and then move down. Pan will move them left to right, as such. The home button for each of those controls will bring them to 0%, which for us is pointed straight down. And as I said, you can also do all of this through the software. The intensity you can control by percentage, or you can use the fader here. Positioning also allows you to do the same thing. You can just click and drag and move things however you want. So if you get to a point where you need some really small changes, you can select Fine and click and drag, and your changes will be much smaller and much more controlled. To the right of that, we have the color control, where you can select the color in a couple different ways. First is this color picker, so you can just pick and choose where you want to do it. For the moving heads, they have what are called color wheels, and there are two of them, so you can select colors as you see fit. And you'll want to move through and try different color combinations to see what happens when you do different things. So from here, we're going to go to the beam control, which allows you to control how the light comes out of the fixture itself. Currently, I have a frost effect on, which drastically softens the edge of the light. So in order to show you what else we can do with that, I'm going to pull that off by clicking this button here. And as you can see, they become much more in focus. In order to sharpen the focus, we can use the focus attribute and bring them so those lines become very distinct. In addition, we can use the iris to bring the size of the beam way down. So our last attribute is the gobo, and the gobo and the beam attributes are only available typically on moving head fixtures. So the gobo allows you to project various shapes onto the stage or the ceiling or the wall, or however you want to use them. So there are various shapes you can control, and there are 3 different wheels you can select from. And you can see that in this case, the images are very out of focus, so you will want to manipulate the beam attributes in order to bring this back into focus. Of particular note is the 3rd wheel, which allows you to replicate the beam into 3 beams from one fixture. This allows you to create multiple stylistic effects from one gobo end fixture. So that is our introduction to manipulating fixtures on our Jands Vista system. Hope to see you next time.